So, after having spent the last 3 or so months travelling, I've kind of spent the last week giving my life a little mini makeover, if you will, starting with my atmosphere. Now, I'm a very visual person, so if I'm surrounded by an atmosphere that's kind of dirty and uninspiring, then I don't feel very motivated to do anything. And so I've always been the type of person that when I want to reset my life, I always declutter and clean all of my surroundings, and then I change around my furniture and add some new decorations in so that I can feel more inspired by my surroundings and therefore feel more motivated to get on with things. However, it just so happens that at the beginning of this week I moved into my new house for my second year of university, so the atmosphere portion of my life has undergone a huge makeover. And by this I mean a trip to IKEA was involved, we built new furniture, I unpacked all of my clothes, and then I got to put the finishing touches on my new room. So this is how it turned out. As you come through the front door, down this corridor, you'll see an overview of my room with the closet straight ahead. In the drawers are the majority of my clothes. Obviously next to the drawers are all of my shoes, and then as you go up you see all of my hanging clothes, and then right at the top in the storage bins I keep my workout clothes and my pyjamas and underwear. As you go around you can see that next to my bed I have a bedside table, on top of that I have my record player, opposite my bed I have a full-length mirror from IKEA, and then as you keep going round there's another corridor which leads to my desk area. Now this area I like to keep quite clean with minimal clutter because it is my main work area. Now if you continue down that corridor, next to my desk area is my bathroom in which I have these storage drawers, and I keep all of my toiletries and hair tools in those, and then everything else is pretty standard in the bathroom. Part 2 of my life makeover consists of the physical changes. Now if you know me, you know that I like to change my hair when I want to mark a new start in my life. And so of course I took myself back to the Tony & Guy in Cardiff and I got my hair balayaged, a more ashy kind of blonde. Now obviously getting your hair done can be kind of an expensive way to make over the physical aspect of your life. So other things that I implemented on this day was I spent some time to take care of my body and make sure that I felt happy and comfortable within myself. So I spent some time on skincare, I did a face mask while I chilled out and watched Netflix. And the other thing I made sure to do on this day was eat healthily throughout the whole day, just to kickstart a nice, healthy, balanced lifestyle. And I mention this as part of the physical aspect of my life makeover because as well as taking care of my body, I want to make sure that I'm putting goodness into my body. The third part of my life makeover is probably the most important part for me, and that is resetting the mental aspect of my life. So I basically spent a day alone to look inwards and see how this change is affecting me and how I want to react to it, as well as how I want to improve myself in the future. So I started my day off with some yoga, which I always find relaxes my mind, and then I move on to some meditation. And whether that's 5 minutes or 30 minutes, I just like to take some time to really feel peace within my mind. Some other things I did to help reset my mentality included reading a self-help book. Before this year I've never read non-fiction, I was never interested in it and I never really saw the benefit of it. Don't get me wrong, I was a big fan of reading in general, I love a good fiction book, but I never really thought of myself as someone that would read a self-help book. But actually since the beginning of 2018 I've really found that they help and they provide an insight into things that I probably wouldn't have thought about if I wasn't reading that book. And so as part of my life makeover I decided to start the book Sacred Powers by David G, which I'm really enjoying at the moment, so I can't wait to finish it. And I also took some time to pull some tarot cards for the first time in my brand new house, which was fun. So the first card I pulled is the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups sends an urgent message to pack your bags and move on. There is no hope rekindling what's been lost. You must start anew. This card also points to phases of illness and physical stagnation. The message could not be more clear. Nothing good remains for you here. Lift your eyes to the horizon and let your feet lead you forward. That is so fitting for this whole new start and new life makeover thing. It baffles me. The next card I got is the Hermit. The idea of being a hermit is not supported in our society, but in the realm of tarot, hermits are highly celebrated and valued creatures. Through meditation, solitude and stillness, they bring wisdom to all. When this card appears, it's time to step back from the business of day-to-day life and focus on your inner realm. Become more self-aware. If you're intrigued by meditation, start now. Spend time by yourself. Your inner fire is ready to be lit. It will shine for all to see. Again, very fitting for today, which is my mental aspect of the life makeover. And then the last card I picked was the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles signifies material and spiritual abundance in nearly every area of your life. The number 10 usually indicates completion, and in this case the journey was well worth it. So be generous, not only with your money but also with your wisdom. Provide guidance to those who struggle. You will be rewarded by tenfold. What? And last but definitely not least, in my mini life makeover, I took a day to focus on my goals. So as for the goal setting / achieving aspects of my life, what I did was I looked at the goals that I set for myself at the beginning of 2018, and I reflected on what I have and have not accomplished. And then basically what I did was I wrote down a new set of goals for the rest of 2018 so I can continue to slay this year and also improve on myself and keep working towards what I want to achieve. So for example, at the beginning of this year, I set some goals surrounding health and fitness, which I feel like I've really stuck to and am really trying to achieve. I've been eating healthily by meal prepping every week. I've been working out probably between 3 and 5 times a week. Obviously there have been periods of time where I've been really slacking on working out, and then periods of time where I've been working out every single day in a week. So for the rest of this year, I've set the goal to find a balance with that and maybe just work out 4 to 5 times a week and continue with the meal prepping. Another example of a goal I set at the beginning of the year was budgeting, which I really did not stick to. I have not been sensible with my money at all, and obviously traveling played a big part in that, but I really have not been budgeting well. And so I'm not going to be too harsh on that with myself, but I'm going to set it as a goal for the rest of this year to keep an eye on how much money I'm spending and work towards being on a proper budget. On this day, I also took some time to write out a list of 10 things that I'm grateful for, because although change can be good and steering your life in a new direction is always exciting, I'm a strong believer that you should always remember what you have in that moment and always be grateful for what you already have before you work towards new things. And then the last thing I did as part of this mini life makeover was create a new vision board, because as I said before, I'm a very visual person, and so I like to have something that I can see every day to remind me and motivate me and inspire me to keep working towards my goals this year. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please subscribe for more, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!